Hello, Aquarius, and to the viewer. Thank you for clicking on the video. We are going to do a rundown, detailed rundown and guidance of what is your journey going to look like for May 2025. What is it that the divine wants you to know? What is it that your higher self, your guides want to highlight for you? How is Mother Earth helping you? How is your angels helping you? How are the fairies helping you in May of 2025? And then we'll just see what things are going to be coming into you as well with the tea leaf cards. Okay, definitely working really heavily in May with the angels, because we have, let me see, I love this, we have the angel tarot, we have the angel activations, we have the Archangel Michael deck as well, working with the um Lemurian seed codes, the light code, apothecary, and of course the fairies. And we have the ethereal visions tarot, the illuminated. So a lot of illumination coming in May of 2025, and the light seers deck, right? Yes. And excuse me if I have allergies. I'm out here. We're opening the heart though, all right? Clearing that. I do not claim it. I do not claim it. Okay. Yes, yes, and yes. So, guys, just go ahead and sit down and come on into your center for me as I go to tap in to the highest energies of truth, compassion, and love. And we're just going to call the ancestors, the master healers, the wise ones, the seers, oracles, the guides. Also calling in healers of the light to come in to just run energy. And so you can just say yes if you accept that energy of stabilizing, balancing, cleansing, purifying energy, very safe energy. Also bringing that up from Mother Earth as well. We just intend that these messages actually not only help you now and activate um, activate your consciousness, so activate the key codes that are already within you, but also transmute any codes of light to you to bring unconscious into consciousness. All right, so this is also like to bring untruths to truth, to unveil the veiled. Okay, yeah, definitely some really high energy is coming in and coming through. So you guys are definitely knee deep in your spiritual journey. A lot of you are being asked to share your light. Okay, and so May has technically like 5 weeks in it, because the first, I believe it's 1, 2, and 3 kind of come in its own week, the end of April, which means you're going to be doing a lot of integrating. All right, integrating energies from Aries and getting ready for you to go into this ascension energy of the beauty, the love within you, from getting ready for that Taurus energy, right? Yeah, and what I'm seeing is that they're showing me your light body as like a circuit of these beautiful coatings, and you have already received codes to align to beauty, abundance within and without, really bringing your physical avatar, yourself, into a very beautiful place when it comes to your mental health. So, mental illness getting dealt with. Thank you. And also the energy of like your spiritual protection game, like just up leveling immensely, because you are identifying with the truth within you, and you're allowing that, along with peace and love, to be amplified, right? So these codes that you've received are going to be start activating, right? So there's going to be integrating with your higher self, that kind of first week in May coming up. But let's get into the overarching theme for that first week in May. Yeah, Ten of Swords. I love it. It's completion. And what is the road that you're walking? I just heard. Some of these, it might change a bit as the questions that I'm asking are coming from the cards, coming from what it is that you need to know. So the road that you're going to be walking that first week is the energy of the King of Pentacles and Judgment. Okay, this is where you are being very obedient. You are allowing yourself to come into the energies of harmony and peace. You are not allowing things to trigger you, and if they do trigger you, you quickly come into the energy of I am one, right? So if there has been any kind of anger, uh, it's going to be released with ease. Yeah. You're also, yeah. You're also you're also calling judgment. You are you're actively freeing yourself, right? And so you're actively freeing yourself because you're seeing God that is hidden in the darkness, right? So you are seeing the light that is hidden in the darkness. You're seeing the gift in the wound, and you are becoming one with that gift, becoming one with the giver. Therefore, you're transmuting any kind of wounding, and you're allowing that light, that diamond, to be fully shown. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's what? Yeah. And what angel? Raziel. Okay. They want you to see it. Go beneath the surface. The activation. I am willing to do the deeper work. So there's going to be this first week in May is going to be a deeper healing, releasing that emotional body, releasing shame. And then also there might have been some past lives where you're like super famous. And there might have been some dark energy tied to some of that. You're releasing that as well. So you're definitely, you're clearing karma at a very deep cellular level, and you're going through parts of your akashic that up until this point have been locked, right? Yeah. You're also in this energy of not taking things at face value, because you're seeing the hidden, you're seeing the hidden agenda or the hidden motives of people around you, but you're not seeing it from a place of fearing. You're seeing it from a place of clarity, i.e. the fact that you're this Ten of Swords energy, you're walking in it very beautifully. They want me just to come to this in the book. Hold on. Yeah, the end of the defeatism, the end of not seeing that your dreams come true. It's also this energy of you're out of the recovery period, because you have learned to accept the things that you can change and the things that you cannot change. Yeah, this fire energy, fully walking in it. It says, it might seem as though all hope is lost, but is it? This setback is an opportunity to move on from something that might be hard to let go of or reconcile. Know that everything, good or bad, is temporary. Tomorrow is a new day. So view it as an opportunity to create what you want in life. Things need to change for the moment, and that starts with you. It's bringing me this energy of, I want to see change in my life, so I need to change the way that I see things. So a very big perspective shift coming in that first week in May. Yeah, calling in harmony, really harmonizing out that emotional body. You got it. Your prayers are being answered. Okay. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. So when that comes through, it's this energy of open the eyes, open the eyes. And this is also why you are realizing that in order to get to maybe an answer, which is like in this energy of light, that you have to go through this darkness, which is the wound. So that means you have to heal the wound in order to receive that which you seek, energy. And you're going to be doing it beautifully. Yeah, it's a dance. And what the dance that Spirit is showing me is the tango. Mm-hmm. So also what's getting activated for you in that first week is so beautiful. Body earth contact, physically connect with nature, feet on the earth. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of grounding, guided you to ground and put your feet on the earth. And actually, as I'm doing this reading, my feet is on the earth, right? I am loved. I am loved. Throat chakra activation 66. All right, so 266 might be an important number for you, as well as 3452. I do feel like that might, some of this might be activation codes. So we'll read the codes out loud, quantum healing codes. So if you write these codes down in sequence, yeah, the Fawn 35. And I just see this as a huge throat chakra opening, to be honest. A huge, 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 huge throat chakra opening. 35. Yeah, let's go into the book for that. The Fawn, understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, and natural magic. Come dance with me. Yeah, and so Spirit was showing me you dancing the tango, with Spirit, with the divine Spirit. So this is also you. There might be, we had been talking about protection magic, and just like your game on spiritual protection and spiritual boundaries, just like elevating so much. And I feel like that's going to come in this first week in May for you guys, which is kind of it's very beautiful what I'm seeing, because it might have been places where you were passive. It's not like you're turning into aggression, you're coming into the middle. So you're allowing yourself to stand up for yourself, but it's not coming from a place of pain anymore. It's coming from a place of passion. Yeah, I love that. And this is confirmation of that middle, you coming into the middle, that balance, that temperance energy, right? Balancing it out, and you gaining the wisdom from it, like, very strongly. Mhm. I just heard something about capital gains. So I don't know if this is something that you were worried about, because there's an energy of worry. All right. Maybe like you worrying that you're not going to receive what you put into something. And so automatically clear, cancel, delete that, so that you don't manifest it, right? I will receive return on my investment, and your investment is wherever your focus is, wherever you put your energy into, right? And so that works both ways. So if you're focused on not receiving, then that's your return on investment. So focus on, I am open and I am receiving all of my good, right? I feel like that's going to be a lesson, and you're going to see how there was hidden gems in situations and things that had happened for you that you once were not being grateful for, because you saw it as a setback, right? And now you're going to see it as a come up. All right, so that's beautiful. So Spirit, let's move into, is there anything else coming through? Okay, no, Michael's showing me the football field. He's showing me the kicker. After you get the touchdown, you get the kicker, and they get to kick the thing in two, right? Blue 32, and we just made the field goal. All right, so that's a high five on that. So let's go into week 2 for Aquarius and the viewer. Thank you so very much for what it is that. Okay, what is the energy that you are going to be embodying for week 2 of May 2025? Uh-oh. This is a lot that came out. All right, so let's look at this. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, and Page of Cups. Whoa. Guys, first of all, heavily in that feminine energy. all right, where you're making money moves. You're making money moves because, first of all, you're in tuned and you're not letting anything into your heart. You're not letting distractions. You're also not allowing your emotions to distract you from the past. Okay, so what I'm seeing is like, if you're trying to have, you're going to step into some project, right? After this deep healing, you're going to be refocused back down whatever that project is, whatever that manifestation, whatever that thing is that you've been building. You're going to refocus on that. And what Michael is showing me is you're on the football field, and in the past they haven't wanted to pass the ball to you because you've been over there, not focused. You've been distracted with the past, with emotions from the past, with people from the past, opportunities that you think you lost, or what have you. But you've been focused on low emotional stuff, right? And it's just, they haven't been able to pass it to you because you haven't been looking up. You know what I mean? And like looking up literally, like you haven't been raising your eyes up into your eyebrows and allowing that divine energy, that inspiration to pour down, down through you, because you've been in that energy of 4 cups. And so you're coming out of that, and now you are, not only are you super focused, but you're super grounded. It's like the earth moves with you, so they're ready to give you this ball, this pentacle with the Queen of Pentacles, and you're feeling worthy of receiving it. And as you're feeling worthy of receiving it and they pass that ball to you, like you already know what direction to go into. And that's what this Emperor energy is. You already know where to put the chess piece. You already know how to take action. And with this Page of Cups, you're taking action from your heart. Okay, it's so beautiful. You're taking action from your heart, and there's no doubt in this whatsoever, because the King of, I do feel the King of Pentacles in here. There's something that is being activated within you, and there's this ultimate peace with yourself, this end of conflict that is happening in that second week of May, where the structure comes in and you are taking action on that structure, right? The structure comes in probably from like your inner child too, because this is the Page of Cups, right? So this is the energy that you're going to be embodying in that second week of May. Yeah. And the forces that are going to be accompanying you. Okay, I see that. I love that. Oh, I did say I was going to do it. I guess we'll do it at the end if we remember the codes. We will. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So that's also what's happening too. You're letting shit go. Point blank, you're letting it go. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And you're not forcing it, you're not pushing it, you're not trying to manipulate it. You're just focused on, where is my heart open at, and that's where I'm going to go. Where do I feel the most calm, the most relaxed? That is the energy I'm going to embody. And this is you feeling worthy and deserving of going after your dreams, taking the actions that your inner child, working with your inner child very heavily in the second week, is saying, do this. So there's going to be definitely a lot of joy that is going to be coming in. And so we got the Hangman, right? And so there's this, oh, I love it. So literally, like this morning, we were in meditation, we did clearing, and afterwards we laid down and we allowed our entire body to just completely relax, as if we were hanging upside down, and we just allowed everything to just pour out of us. So I feel like this combination of this path that you're walking, this readiness, the reason why things are going to be easy for you, because you're in a state of surrender. Okay, you're in a state of surrender, and there's also this desire for knowledge, but you're not being ruled by it, you're not enslaved to it, because you realize that once you calm, the knowledge comes to you, right? It comes to you. The book you need, the expert you need, the video you need, the exercise you need, the food you need, the herb you need, right? It just comes to you when you're in that relax, I'm worthy and deserving of having all of my needs met. So part of this energy of you kind of embodying the Hangman. So this is this water energy coming through, where your emotional body is in full flow, right? Where nothing is stagnated and your emotions are flowing. This is giving you that momentum to move forward, because you're not kind of stuck with any heavy boulders, or there's not a beaver dam that needs to be destroyed. Okay. Yeah. Mother Mary, Queen of Angels, do not be afraid. So she will be walking with you heavily in that second week, helping to protect your heart space, which is interesting because we do have the heart protection. We're going to just put it with her, okay? I trust myself, my voice, and my gifts. I am unafraid. All right, that is the power you're going to be walking in that second week of May. And if for some reason you're not feeling like you're walking in that power, then that's when, and this is where I'm seeing the prayer mudra kind of coming in, where you go back into, all I have to do is ask for assistance, ask for clarity, ask for clearing, ask for cleansing, right? And then be grateful that it is happening, because I also feel that you guys are coming into new ways on how to clear your energy, on how to maintain your high vibration, right? And it may be different from what your past journey has been, and maybe more practical. Practical Magic might be a movie you want to watch. All right, and what is Michael's advice for the second week in May? Put your creative energy into action. Yes. Okay. I love it. Very beautiful. All right. So this empowerment with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, this empowerment energy of being grounded, having mental clarity, is going to give you the strength that is needed for you to fully follow your creative juices. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity and help you communicate your vision and motivate you to create something beautiful. So what's coming through with that too is, I am creating something beautiful. It's this energy of knowing that the inspiration that comes into you is being, you are you are worthy and deserving of sharing that vision, sharing that beauty with others, because within it are codes, keys, medicine that they need, okay, being channeled through you. Yeah, so don't be afraid to shine your light or to share it. Embodied. Okay, so what is the activation? Ooh, love it. Coherence. Find harmony over dissonance. And I feel like you are doing that, because that's what Michael shared. You being ready and not focusing on disharmony, imbalance, or drama or trauma, especially things of others. You just like coming back to, all is well, everything, this too shall pass, everything will work itself out, because I believe that it will. You coming into that energy. So I just witnessed 2234. So that's definitely this huge upgrade, and you building something for yourself, and it being in alignment with spirit, with that higher power, that higher knowing, okay? And it also being aligned with your soul. Beautiful unfoldment, I heard, towards the end of that second week in May. Let's see how the fairies want to tune in for you. I think it says Gawika 64. So let me just go to the book for that. I'm definitely seeing okay, she's speaking to me. So it's this energy I'm feeling really strongly of, even there might have been something within you or within your power, okay, within your emotional body, that's very powerful, and you haven't been wanting to wield it or to use it, or you've been afraid of it in some way, shape, or form. And it definitely has something to do with a psychic ability. And I do feel that this is coming out, like you're seeing it, maybe fully, for the first time. There's this energy, it's like when you feel like you're not being seen, right? Or being noticed or being heard, that is an indication that you yourself are not witnessing your own greatness, your own light, your own beauty, okay, your own brightness, that you are not listening to your body or to your soul, to your guides. If you feel like you're not being seen, it's because you are not seeing your true self. You're too focused on, what other people are seeing, that you are failing to recognize that the mirror image that you see back at you is the thing that you need to pour into, and that you need to focus, that you need to see with a single eye, right? Yeah. It says sudden shock, unexpected events, rude awakening. Oh, I love that energy. Mm-hmm. The Gawacha is capable of happy surprises as well as shocking or miserable ones. Perhaps lottery ticket wins or the bank card eats your the bank machine eats your card. But I feel like when it comes into this energy, it is recognizing again the power of your focus and you really watching your thoughts, because where your thoughts are is what your beliefs are and is what is creating that emotional currency for you, and that is what is manifesting in your reality, right? And I feel like there's this energy of you coming into the realization of that at a very I said, like, it's not minute, it's a very small, where you're seeing it in that energy. You see it so like this speck of light, and when you look in that speck of light, this whole world, this whole story completely unfolds, and you're able to see how you were creating that which you are experiencing, and then you choosing to create something different. I love that from the point of beauty. There's a lot of beauty coming in. So again, a lot of water energy and you seeing your soul's light. Yeah, Nine of Wands at the end of that. Mm-hmm. We'll get another card for this, but I like this. I like this progression because that first week you go through this deep healing and there's this integration, and then you're really stepping into your power, really seeing yourself, really allowing yourself to come into the energy of harmony, which is this pure alignment, and you come into this karmic completion with this Nine of Wands energy. Yeah, going into that third week. Ace of Wands, love it. That is the energy you are embodying in that third week, is the Ace of Wands energy. Also, you might in that third week, you may, because this energy is coming in of like speed up, speed up. You're taking too long, speed up. And I feel like that is old energy that has to come out. That's anxiety that has to come out, and know that you're worthy and deserving of whatever this new beginning is for you when it comes to some kind of success with your creative endeavors, or success in some kind of spiritual endeavor, or just success in you opening up to yourself spiritually, right? Yeah. Also, there's this energy coming in where I'm hearing Harmony, and she's saying, what is it, Grando Lovioso, right? So she's lighting and she's lifting something up off of you, and so this Eight of Wands energy is going to be lit up and lifted off of you, right? This energy of grandeur, this energy of, there's also this, oh my god, this energy of playing small. I feel like there's going to be some kind of, whatever this idea that's coming into you, this new beginning, it's going to be something that's going to help you to level up, get out of your comfort zone. You're making something new familiar. So like Melissa Peer, she is a hypnosis, and she says, like, when you're coming into like wealth, you have to make wealth familiar, like, and so I feel like it's that energy. So maybe you are making wealth familiar, and so this inspiration, there is a wealth of inspiration pouring through me and within me, and then you're taking that action, right? And not only are you taking the action, but you're becoming more passionate about who you are and about sharing your gifts. And that energy within itself is, oh my God, it's creating so much momentum for some kind of windfall. I'm seeing sevens to come into you. Yeah. Oh my God. And with Archangel Ariel coming into, abundance is going to be coming in that third week. Knight of Cups. revealing the God, discovers a hidden treasure, and reveals secrets of nature. All right, so there's going to be some kind of truth in your perception, that you're going to be walking in the truth of your vision. Oh my God, that was what? You're going to be walking in the truth of your vision. Wow. That is so beautiful. Sandalphon, the time is now. The time is now. I trust when the universe says yes. So you're moving forward and you're going for it. You're like, yes, this is a moment of acceleration. Go for it. Don't hold back. Proceed. All of your hard work, focus, prayers, and intentions have led you to this pivotal moment. Okay. Any hesitation you may be experiencing, remember we felt that energy, is just a sign that you are on the verge of something wonderful. So when you get this energy coming up of wanting to speed up, wanting to rush through it, wanting to get it done, that's an energy of the past. It's an energy of a wounding. Maybe you were a child and you were creating a beautiful masterpiece with some artwork, and there's people around you that were seeing you shine your light in this piece of artwork, and they wanted to stop it. They wanted to rush it. They didn't want you to finish it. They didn't want you to create what you were creating because of jealousy or envy or whatever, right? And so they kept doing this to you, kept doing this. This is these distractions, right? They kept doing this. And so you learned not to fully come into your full creative spark, because you were programmed that you're never going to be able to fully expand, to fully unwing, to fully unfurl. And that is releasing from you completely. And you are going to be in this full phoenix moment of wings spread wide, and your fullness of your being, of this creative spark. It's going to not only spark, it's going to be so damn bright. Right? I feel that so strongly. Like, that is the passion that is going to be exuding through you as you walk in your truth, walk in your vision, right? And as you nurture these seeds that you have planted, right? You're continuing. You're gonna. There's some kind of fruit that's coming in from it, definitely. Thou, I just said that thou will be with you. The door of abundance is open unto you. So this is definitely. I was gonna say it's a huge heart opening. Okay, and then there's the card. Open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others. Let love heal this situation. And so love is already healing, with the Queen of Angels is healing these situations, right? And it's going to be coming through you, and it's going to be, Sandalphon is helping you to kind of live your prayer, make your life a living prayer, where you're continually receiving prayers answered, okay, questions answered. The things that you seek are coming to you, and your heart is open, and you're in this energy of, my heart is open, I am awakened, I'm in my center, I know there's a knowing within me, and all of this love is flowing through me. This is so beautiful. And 22 has come up a lot in the reading. And also, like, when I was looking through the book, 22 came through again. So you're definitely coming into your master builder era, okay, where you're building a rock solid. I feel like the foundation has already been built, and now you're building the structure. It's beautiful. And that's why this emperor energy and that second week is so important, because I feel like you have become it, right? Like, it's not something, and this is what she says too, it's not something you do, you have become that which you have sought, right? So this is also why this big spiritual advancement is happening in that third week in May. Oh, that's so beautiful. As I feel the cards are sticking together a bit, remove the splinter. Locate the core of the issue. Help is available to you. All right, so there's going to be it's a self-sabotage program that's going to be coming out in the middle of that third week, okay? And so it's going to be this energy of, I'm staying in my heart is open, I already know how to get to the root of the issue. It is in my allowance to see the truth at its core brings healing to it, okay? Yep. You can do all thanks to Christ who strengthens you. I don't know why I picked it back up again, because there must be another card. All right. I just heard, I'm coming out. Oh, yes. Yes. OMG. Look at this. The mind loops, okay? You're coming out of the mind loops, right? And notice the repetitive thoughts and have protocol to shift to focus, and you have this. And also there's this prosperity energy coming through, so there's some kind of like head honcho energy, spiritual guide that is going to come in and it's going to snap you when the self-sabotage thing starts to be revealed, because it's ready to be released, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it has to do with perfectionism, right? Where um you're so afraid of making a wrong choice that you come into a deer in headlights energy and you don't move, right? And then you're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. Indecisiveness. So it's going to be something with making sure that your solar plexus stays clear in that third week. You should be clearing your energy in the morning and at night, and for some of you guys in the afternoon, right? With the intending, I stay in a state of harmony, a state of balance. If you just intend that, then whatever you need to keep yourself clear will happen, right? And so I almost feel like maybe that is what you're going to see, the power of intention. Wayne Dyer has an excellent book about the power of intention, and you I feel like you're going to come into that and you're going to really see how powerful you are when you start intending your day, intending your energy, and seeing how that helps you to flow through. I intend to flow through the day with ease and joy, right? Yeah, I say it is so. And this is number 57. Lou, I'm going to hold on. Let me just get here because I just saw going deeper, right? When you go down the rabbit hole, you continue to go down it. And so you're just clearing even more cellular memory and things from your bloodline as well. 57. Lou has the wild, haste, impulsiveness, fire, spontaneity, and balance. So towards that end of that week and May of the third week, you're going to want to spend time in nature because this is going to rear its head. Okay. And I also, honestly, I feel, is it like the 18th? I feel like you should mark it on your calendar. Like, be in nature this day. It's a 20, all right. So, the May 21st through the 24th. All right. Those days, you're going to want to be in nature as much as you can. All right. And you're going to want to be focusing on restorative yoga, like yin yoga and that kind of a thing, because you're going to have to be easy on yourself. So you're going to take this massive action in the beginning of the third week of May, and that that is going to trigger a program of self-sabotage, of overthinking to come up. And it's because it is time to pause the mind loops. It is time for you to notice those limiting beliefs that have kept you stuck in indecision, so that way you can upgrade your solar plexus and finally heal that, right? This is you bursting through it. I just saw like this, it was a bridge, it was like a rainbow bridge, and I just saw the bridge like completely collapse, and you become the rainbow. You become the rainbow. So whatever it was that maybe you think maybe you're doing something that hasn't fully come to the light within you, and you were thinking that that's what you needed to bridge some kind of gap between what you want and between where you are and what you want. And then you realize that you didn't need that. It's almost like you didn't need, maybe this is an example, maybe you kept going to a certain person and asking their advice on something, and maybe you thought that you needed their advice on something in order to feel like confident in whatever decision you were making. Or maybe you're looking for them to approval, seeking approval outside of yourself or something like this. And you clearly see, because of this trigger of this massive success that you are manifesting, and you see it coming in, and it triggers that self-defeating program, right? And then you take the time out to reflect, to release, to ground, to clear, to focus on the love within you, on your light, and you hear. So this is also silent meditation, right? Silent meditation. I intend to hear the mind loop, make it clear to me, right? Release the block, make it clear to me. Go into nature and intend on hearing that which is stopping you, confusing you. All right, hear it, and therefore you will heal it. Yeah, I love it. Thank you for that, Michael. Yeah, and so I said the 20. Yeah, I have to correct that. Thank you, because that's the 4th week. So that might be important for something. And thank you. Coming in the 14th through the 17th is the 3rd week of May. Because remember that that first week is like a half week. Okay. So it's the 14th through the 17th. So that's also for somebody. Let me tell you something. If there was somebody that was watching the reading and they're like, and then they stopped at that point when I said those other dates, right? And they don't come back to the reading. It has me in this energy of somebody is trying to track your movement. You know what I mean? So it's almost like on purpose. It's almost like they're reading they think that they're reading your playbook, okay? But yet that's not the real playbook, right? And so that's something. And I also feel like whoever that is, who like clicked off and all that, I feel like it was more than one person. I understand that they're actually never going to come back. You know, there have been people who come in and then they say that they can't find my channel anymore. And then all of a sudden it pops back up. So what happens is there comes a point in time when you and I no longer resonate, right? Because we're both like changing in frequencies, and maybe you resonate more with another reader or another healer, or, you know, what have you, and that vice versa, and you're meant to walk a different journey. So that's also coming up as well, especially if anybody was triggered by that. And you walking away from limiting beliefs, okay? That overall energy, ending in that 3rd week in May. And just trust. The Fool was at the bottom of that. Yeah. Trust your knowing is what I'm hearing. Fully trust your knowing. So let's get into that 4th week. So this, we're getting really into the meat and potatoes of May, right? Because this really is kind of that middle in the 4th week, right? Only because that first week isn't a full week, which I'm not sure why we keep going back and forth on that. So there must be something that is coming to full circle in this 4th week for you guys. Justice. Yeah, look at that. Justice. You will witness the karmic justice. All right. The wheel's gonna change, movement is gonna happen. So you walk away from those limiting beliefs, you heal this thing that has been holding you back for a very long time, and you claim justice. And it's like anything that thing took from you, anything that the emotions or the thoughts stole from you, is going to come back into you. All right, tenfold. Believe it. It's going to come back into you. So it may not come into you in the way that you've been asking for. It may come into you in a different way, right? And so take notice of what increases for you around that 4th week in May. Healing the wounds of the heart, allow the abundance to overflow within within you. I think somebody just asked if you are a descendant of Jesus, Yeshua ben Joseph, and that was an answer of yes. All right. And so, and we're coming at higher perspective here. This is the energy of Christ consciousness. We are all seated from this energy. All right. We all had to go through this, right? Yeah. And it's this realization that you are that which you created you. So you really coming into this Eight of Cups. Wow, I love that. You really coming into understanding who you are at a very deep level. Transformation gives consolation in adversity. Okay. Yeah, you really understanding the energy that you are. You are that which created you. Are you not? You know, I love that. That's really beautiful. That's something to journal on, I feel like. Dominions. Face your own shadow in order to contribute healing to the world and dispel the energy of darkness. You have to face the shadows of your own soul. As I see a beautiful butterfly, it's not that they are bad, more that they are parts of your most authentic self and story that you are avoiding. So that's exactly why the journal came in. In that fourth week, it will be time for you to journal. All right. And that you are creating your own justice too by doing that and asking yourself, what parts of me am I avoiding or calling as bad? And let me go deeper into that, is what I'm feeling. Right. And this will, okay, because it will only hold you back from healing and growth if you don't acknowledge those parts of yourself. So there might be some things that are uncovering for you as these emotions kind of lift up, and then parts of your authentic self want to shine through. And it's like neither good nor bad, but how have you been pushing it away and seeing it as bad? You know, face all parts of yourself now. Activation, I am willing to light up all parts of myself. Yeah, all parts of yourself. Remember that the color black holds all colors as well. Actually, the funny thing is black is my color for alignment. Okay. Yeah. All right. What does Michael want to say to you about this fourth week? Your loved ones are safe. Let go of fear and worry for your for your loved ones. I am looking after them. All right. So you can let go of that, especially if you're holding on. And this is for my parents out there as well, pretty much. Like if you're holding on to any kind of worry or fear or anxiety over the future of your child, their success, their happiness, their joy, let it go. Surrender that. All right, because there's nothing for you to worry about. They're fully protected, and so is their path. Yeah, the medallions I just heard. I'm not sure what that means, but there's also immediately, well, not immediately, because when medallions, I saw some kind of like, I don't know, it looks like something that I would have saw in Egypt. It's like an opening, it's like a portal of some kind, and then I went into the medallion onions or whatever. I think they're called medallions, like the baby onions, the pearl onions, in that energy. And so always make sure you check back in with your protection, like whatever your protection magic is, check back in with that. Because yeah, look at this, saltwater baths. So towards that, the end of the last weekend, I just had to check that for a second. Salt water. It is time to take your saltwater baths, okay? Or salt water or salt sugar scrubs, okay? Whatever you can do, but it's going to be time for that. And to just check in with your protection magic and that kind of thing, and rituals, and redo anything you need to redo. This might be the time to create new sigils, or to do work, art therapy, where you're drawing protection symbols and protection magic, and these kinds of things. Whatever it is that you do, when it comes to that kind of thing, this might be the time for you to redo that stuff. Clear your crystals, reset intentions on your crystals, and any of your candles, your journals, any of that kind of stuff. Clear and open the mind, expansion beyond the limited mind. Yeah. So this is just this process of consciously clearing negativity within and around you. Okay. And and putting up those protective spiritual barriers, you know, aligning with the sapphire ray, the gold ray, the violet flame, the pink ray, the white ray, aligning with those energies, and using that purifying cleansing as well to cleanse your energy. Onwards and upwards, let go of outgrown situations. The new will be unveiled. All right, so whatever this idea that was that came in the third week and stuff, after you've gone through some of this healing and you cleared the trigger, you're facing yourself, there's a new self that emerges, there's a rebirth, right? And so there's going to be something that you're going to do differently, but you're still going to have that passion, but you're going to do something differently because you now have integrated more of your authentic self into this avatar. Change. Oh my God, change the scenery, see the world with fresh new eyes, and there it is, right? And so whatever that is for you coming into the end of that fourth week, you'll get all your needs will be met, and you'll get everything that you need to look at something with fresh new eyes, and then you'll tweak it, you know. And that's it. Like they're showing me something like a successful business, you know, and somebody is doing a successful business, but what happens is that business is a success is because they're always growing, and that growth is change, right? They're changing something to do something, like they're upgrading their machines, they're upgrading their marketing plan, they're changing their website, or they're adding something new, or they're trying out a new color in this, you know what I mean? So it's like this energy. A successful business is the energy of transformation, right? And so, and that's what creates longevity, you know what I mean? And so even if on the outside you don't see it, but when you get on the inside of that business, you see how a business has truly changed. So this might be time for some of you guys to like read case studies, or things about businesses that have uh, lasted for years and years and years, and see their cycle of transformation, and so that you can embrace that energy in whatever it is that you're doing, so that way your business can expand and grow. Okay. They're telling me cosmetic lines and things like that are great examples of this. You know, it started out with like a lip gloss and doing very well. They had one color, now they have two doing, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. And once they're doing really great with the lip glosses, they have like 10 colors, they're doing really great, you know, but this took time. You know, it could take like 5 years to get those 10 lip glosses successful, and they're doing really great. But now they're like, you know what, we got lip gloss, we want to add in a nail polish. And so they start doing that, they add it in, right? And so they expand their business. Look at cars, same thing. Okay. So there might be either you're doing that kind of work, or I feel like it is actually more of an invitation, because some of you guys are really coming into my medicine is magic, and now it's time for me to share it, but it's also time for me to share it on a mass scale, on an expansive scale, like a global scale. So some of you guys are building these businesses to where eventually it will be on a global scale, and it will provide this longevity for you and your family. Okay. And some of you are coming into the realization of that towards that end of that fourth week in May of 2025. I love this. Is beautiful, because this color for me is just confirmation of that security and abundance that is being created. But let's see what the singer of transfiguration. Ooh. And that's 11. Okay. So also, I love it. We started out with 11, that in the fourth week we end with 11, 11, 11. Okay, a week of wish fulfillments. Okay. And also, so what spirit is telling me is too, is that remember, wish fulfillment isn't just the end manifestation. Wish fulfillment is every day of sunlight, every drop of water that seed needs to grow into that blooming flower, or that blooming rose bush, or that beautiful pine tree, right? Every point of that is wish fulfillment. And I feel like you're going to understand that, or you're going to come into acceptance of that, and that raises your manifestation power like greatly, because you come into this energy of divine gratitude and appreciation. And when I say divine, I mean divine, because it's like cosmic gratitude, cosmic appreciation on that level of every facet of a choice that you make in receiving a fulfillment. You know, like when you choose to see something that has been given to you as a wish fulfillment, and you see that, and all of your life, you see the amount of blessings that have been poured upon you, because these are all stepping stones. It's the cement, it's the nails, it's the iron, it's the wiring, it's whatever it is that you need to build whatever it is that you are building, right? All of that is the wish fulfillment. The knob, the plaster, the tile, all of that is wish fulfillment. And you coming into that heart space of seeing that, understanding that, becoming one with that. Boom, powerful abundance increase. Okay. Yes. Singer of Transfiguration is transformation, transcendence, metamorphosis. Okay, the Singer of Transfiguration tells us that we have been through the gate and we have passed through the initiation process, and we have reached a new way of being, reflecting deep transformation within ourselves. Things will never again be what they once were. Things will never be seen in the same way by us, as this is a good thing. This singer's joyful, passionate, bright blaze of color heralds a time of fulfillment and accomplishment. Whoa, as it is 5550. Okay, high five on that. Okay, high five on that. Just really. And as the jackpot as well signifies joy of success after a time of struggle, a new way of life has been accepted and is being integrated. A sense of inner peace is growing. The struggle has been all worth it. This is a time of consolidation, joy. It is both reward for past achievements and a time of preparation for the next climb up the path. All right, Miley Cyrus, it's The Climb. All right, that's a song. Definitely listen to it. Love that. And that one is said when you see it in the beginning of the reading, but I was guided to read that as if this was the beginning, so this is really powerful sign that there's going to be a beautiful new beginning. Hence 1111, right? It signifies, one signifies new beginnings, and the fact that it's 1111, that's 4 ones, that it's a new triple, all right, not triple but quadruple new beginning of wish fulfillments, of fulfillment, accomplishment, abundance, achievement. Okay, so also read, yes, in there, overflow, where your cup is overflowing. Okay, yeah. And I just saw 5714, where you're understanding how staying grounded and balanced are like your keys. They're your forever keys. Yep. Staying grounded and staying balanced are your forever keys. And like we said earlier in the reading, you might be finding new ways to ground your energy, to stay balanced, to have your chakras stay balanced. And this is because you're allowing yourself to attune to the higher frequency, which may cause you to need to do different things, like become a fruitarian. It might cause you to do that. You might need to be doing calisthenics. You might need to look up exercises to do a daily lymphatic draining routines, right? Where you moving your body with the intention of draining your lymphatic system, or you are eating because you're eating with the intention that this food is healing my body, right? These kinds of things, and you're understanding how these are forever keys for you. They forever unlock the door of abundance to where it's overflowing and it never closes on you, because you are in the flow with infinite abundance, right? Infinite abundance flows through you, and therefore your thoughts are in alignment with infinite abundance. Your emotions are in alignment with infinite abundance. Your physical avatar is in alignment with infinite abundance, right? Yeah, that was powerful. As we go to the last week in May, beautiful. So that last week in May, thank you guys. I know this reading is longer, but I hope that you you find it valuable and it's resonating with it, because it's the thing is like, sometimes, and this is coming from Joe, they say if you want to predict if you want to predict your future, then look at your past, right? But if you want to change your future, then stay in the present. And this is what you're doing in May. You are staying present, you are staying conscious, and therefore you are transforming everything in your life because you are willing to change you. Okay? Yes. Powerful. So this last week of May, Spirit, what is the energy? What are they embodying? The devil. Okay? This last week of May, and so in this energy, I'm hearing, I walk with no chains. I walk with no chains. I am untethered. And so this last week of May, there may be some things that are going to try to come into your life, right? There may be some things that might try to come back into your life, whether they're habits, addictions, people, karmics. This kind of energy might try to come back because this is what happens, like when you're about to go through this major shift, right? When you're about to go through the major shift, can I say it again? When you're about to go through this major shift, this is when all of that stuff gets dug up and it comes back, and the universe is like, have you fully integrated with this new self, this new mind, this new heart? Or are you going to allow the past chains to hold you back? All right. So again, it might come in the way of thoughts, emotions, people, addictions, habits, anything, like even addictions, like addictive habits like overthinking, addictive behaviors, okay, like overeating. These things might try to come back. All right. And so spirit is like loud and clear warning you, right? Letting you know you have worked so hard to come to this. You walk with no chains, and nothing can make you put that chain back on. Right. And so this is where it's this energy of like invitations, saying no to certain things. This is this energy of being fully conscious and knowing like that situation doesn't fit me. I'm going to say no to that. I don't want to be a part of that. It's because it's going to lower your vibration. I'm going to say no to that. This person wants to reconcile. You reconcile, the understanding comes in. Now they want to come back into your life, and you're like, okay, we reconciled, but I'm not going to write you into my movie script. Like this is a new movie. This isn't even number two. This is a whole new movie. So there's peace and harmony between us, but no, right? It's that kind of energy. Wow, it's coming strong. Also, so because the devil came through again, there's, oh yeah, so seduction, downfall. So there might be other things too, like there might be sexual desires, those kind of things that try to tempt you and things like that. There might be this energy of somebody might try to get you to compete or match energy or go back into survival mode. Okay, any of that. So those are going to be things just to kind of, as I hear the train moving, things to be aware of. Like I intend to be fully aware and to stand in my sovereignty, and in every conversation and every experience, so that way you're fully aware and you're acting from the place of an integrated self from your heart, from the place of your higher self, before you make a decision or before you answer these kinds of things, right? And also the tower, the fire of God. I love that actually because it's Archangel Uriel. And so I just feel like you're going to be like this walking thing of any energy that wants to come towards you is going to get transmuted, right? I feel that strongly. The Six of Pentacles, you're going to be in divine grace. You're going to be in balance. You're going to be balanced, right? Because you are not allowing anything to trigger you. You're in this energy of I'm unbothered. Like you're really mastering that. I'm unbothered. I'm unbothered. And it's like the things that may have may had got you in a state of depression or anxiety or low self-esteem or anything like that, by the end of May, those things won't be able to take you. All right, they won't be able to cause harm because you're going to see the truth in it, and you're going to choose. In every moment, you have a choice to succumb to the emotion or the thought, or to rise above it. Yeah, Ace of Swords, and there it is, Ace of Swords. Okay, boom, cutting it down, cutting it all off. Like, not only do I walk unchained, but I walk in the power of the sword. Okay, in God's strength, in God's protection. You know, that kind of energy coming through very strong. Yeah, and I'm just hearing lean on me, and um it's the other one. That's what friends are for. Yeah. So, and these are the angels coming in, like, we're right here. And Uriel actually is at the bottom of that. I'm going to take it because Uriel is in that over there too. Air guardian, time to take a breath. I breathe with ease, knowing angels are with me. Yeah, okay? Knowing angels are with me. So come back to the breath. If something tries to come in, and that's happened to me, like, oh boy, oh, you know, you got that energy coming back, like, oh, and that you're like, oh, wait a minute, that's not what, that's some, oh, let me breathe it out. Let me come back to center. Let me breathe it out, breathe it through, you know, bring some perspective to it, divine perspective, higher perspective, giraffe energy perspective. Okay, owl energy perspective. Let me bring it back in. Let me go ground. Let me go spend some time, you know, to myself. Let me go do what I got to do. Let me make sure I'm drinking my teas and I'm drinking enough water. Let me just work it through. Let me go move my body, work the energy through. Let me listen to some good stuff. Keep me in a calm state, clear my energy, let me clear my aura. Like, all these things that you have been building, you know, all these things you have been building to keep yourself in a state of balance and harmony, you just go do that. All right, and the energy will be a passerby, or it will pass you by. And Archangel Uriel says it will be okay. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me trust in the process. Okay, if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious, know this is a reminder of how much you care about things turning out well, and they will turn out well. Yeah, so if there's any energy that tries to come in of defeatism, of unworthiness, or not enoughness because of maybe people that you're around, or things coming up to be cleared, just know that it's coming up. That's exactly what's happening. It's coming up to be cleared, and you have the power and the tools and the knowing to clear it. Okay, to transmute it. Yeah, I was going to say my beautiful light worker. That's what that was, right? So some of you guys fully stepping into that energy of alchemist, and like saying, I am an alchemist. I transmute energy, right? There is a choice to allow energy into your energy field, and what you allow in, and you coming into that full embodiment and knowing of, I do not allow this, and it will transmute before it comes to me, or it won't come to me. It will go directly back to divine light, right? Shield it, as we have the Archangel Michael deck in our hand. Okay, open up your spirit to your spiritual gifts. 21, remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. Yeah, so this just has me with an angelic alchemy, or angel transmutation, I'm hearing. So maybe working with the violet flame around that time. If you're not working with the violet flame every day, I mean, some of you guys, that's definitely like a yes, like you like, that's just a part of, especially if you are Aquarius. If you are Aquarius watching this, like, that's your sun sign, you definitely should be working with that healing star energy, that violet flame energy every day, because that's a part of your essence. That's a part of who you came here to be. All right, you know, transmuter. Yeah, spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge. But in order for you to be that beacon of light, that channel of light, you have to make sure that you're clear, like your energy is clear, you know, especially for those of you who are where your businesses are spiritual. I mean, but it doesn't matter if there's, everything is spiritual, but what I mean is like a spiritual guide or a tarot reader or something like that, like making sure that your energy is um balanced and in harmony is your first priority always. Okay. Yes, there it is. Shift sabotage. Enhance. Yeah, blocks are releasing now as well too, because I'm itching the back of my right leg. Shift sabotage. Enhance awareness of subconscious patterns. Okay. And so this is the energy that you're going to be coming into. I feel like this is also a gift of yours, of your ability to shift sabotage in others, because you are very well versed in being able to see past, the wound into the root of it, right? I just heard how my needs are not getting met, and that might come. I'm feeling some energy of like blaming others for your needs not being met, because it stems from a childhood wound of your needs actually not being met. Like as a kid, your parent didn't provide food or shelter or love, you know what I mean, or any other things that you should just is a birthright of someone to pass that energy on, unconditional love. Maybe you're in a household of judgment, criticism, and pessimism, right? So that is going to come up for you at the end of that May, but you're gonna work your light. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. No, it's not the card, guys. Okay. 20. Didn't I tell you 22 kept coming out? I love it. As we're on 111 as well. The master maker. Ooh. All right. Bringing it back to church. That's how I felt like in that. Yes. Okay. Epiphany. I definitely feel that energy. Skill, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength, and invention. Okay. So it's like everything that they sent towards you built you. Everything they sent to weaken you, strengthen you. Anything they sent to kill you, it's this energy of it restored me, it replenished me, it regenerated me. It's that kind of a thing. So that's where I was feeling that blame energy. So you might be becoming very aware of the energy that's being sent to you consciously, and spirit says, but that is not our focus, right? Because that is not your job. You give that to the divine, they handle that. And if there's any action for you to take, you take it. Like, I want you to have sunflowers, and at the end of May, bring sunflowers into your bathroom. All right, bring sunflowers into your bathroom. That's all I want you to do. And the energy will, and that's actually a thing. You guys can do that if you want. Okay, at the end of May. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's that kind of a thing, but this is your own intuitive knowledge. It's like, I want you to eat broccoli today, because maybe out there somewhere someone's coming for your heart, but you don't know that. You don't need to know that. And you're going to strengthen your heart with the broccoli, or something else. Or I need you to eat peaches and pears today. You have no clue, but you just know that you need to do that because you're staying in harmony and balance. But this is also strengthening your etheric field, strengthening you, and spiritually protecting your light body. Okay. Yeah. He sings, he works, and in all fairy magic, his song does as much to shape objects as do the blows of his hammer. Healing cups, magic swords, fairy jewels, crown of stars, and other bespelled works of finest craftsmanship pass through the forge and beneath his hammer. The master of fire, air, earth, and water, he adds the fairy element of moonlight to everything he creates. He would be the first to tell you that superb craftsmanship, however magical, is hard work. Joyful and energizing hard work, but always challenging. As the master reminds us, no job is too small to do beautifully. His work is done as well as possible where it will never be seen by anyone else. So this is the ultimate, you guys, you should be so proud of yourself. You should be absolutely I'm in awe, because the work that you've done to master all of these elements and then share it is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I feel that in that I'm getting Maya Angelou, the phenomenal woman energy, which that is in you. Because whoever I'm talking to, you're meant to come into the energy of a balance, divine masculine and feminine. You were meant to hold the energies of both. Okay, like if you've made it to the end of this reading and you are still here, you were meant to fully embody both of these energies. You are meant to walk around with both of these energies whole. You are the infinity sign. You understand? You are it. Two whole circles. It is you. It is you. I feel like it's that moment, like in the movie, when they say we came for you, or they say we sent you, we chose you. Like this is that moment. Like it's been you the whole time. Yeah. Oh, this is mastery of your own magic. It's so phenomenal. The hugest shift ever, and you were mastering your own magic. Like it's so powerful. And it's very beautiful, because like it says in the book, no job is too small to do beautifully. So this is your passion and your joy, and it doesn't matter how big or small the action is that you take to work your light, to work your magic, or to shine your light, or to share your light, or to give your medicine. You do it with beauty. You do it with grace. You do it with unconditional love. And there's this energy of like there is no sacrifice, because you have already become one with the giver. So in giving the gift, you've already won. And you feel that with every stroke of the pen, with every stroke, of the paintbrush, with every note that you write or you play or you sing. Like you said, with every bang of the hammer, whatever that is for you, okay? Yeah, whatever that is for you. Emotional fulfillment. Bang. Right? I love that. Yep. And that's the thing. Out with the bang. The end of, oh, I love that. Emotional fulfillment. The end of May is you come into that full 10 of Cups energy. Being fulfilled with your own mastery. Like fulfilled. Guys, we're about to end, but I wanted to get, do not be tempted to lower your standards. I wanted to get some kind of general messages for May. And that's going to be, remember we talked about the end of May, that last week in May of 25, 26, that last week in May, the week of the 25th. Okay, don't be tempted to lower your standards, especially if something that comes into you and it looks all shiny and new. Yeah, hoodwinks came to us. So somebody's trying to put the wool over your eyes. Somebody's trying to like act like they've changed or transformed, or that things are a lot better than they are, but they're not. It's like you can sniff it out. So it's like this somebody who puts on a bunch of perfume or cologne. You can smell their soul, so you know exactly what's going on. And not only do you smell it, you smell every layer. So not only do you smell every layer and you know exactly what's going on, you actually can tell them how they can heal their life. Okay, so that's powerful. Dog. Protection from a powerful friend. Okay, so just know that that's happening. I feel like that's Archangel Mary and the archangels, because we just put that right over the angels. Yeah, time to get out of a situation. Pale. Open up to your spiritual gifts. So you opening up to your spiritual gifts is going to help you get out of some kind of situation. Care, an opportunity or windfall. Remember we said that was going to come. I can't remember what week we said that, but that's confirmation. Major challenge to overcome mountain. Okay. And December. So, okay. So this is okay. Thank you. So that right there. Mm, okay. So the carrot, opportunity or windfall. So I feel like there's something that happened in December. I feel like you got an opportunity or windfall or something in December of last year. Or I'm feeling 2024 is what I'm feeling. And you allowed self-sabotaging thoughts or behaviors, patterns, whatever, to interfere with that. Okay. And so this is kind of a warning energy of letting you know when something's going to come back in, and it's going to be your opportunity to clear this energy so that you don't repeat a cycle. Okay, so this is a kind of a writing exercise, journal exercise. When you get opportunities that come out of nowhere, how have they ended up for you? Like, have you sabotaged them in some way, or thought that you weren't worthy of this and the opportunity was fleeting, or did you get a windfall of money and then it was like gone in 2 days, or something like that, where you didn't feel worthy of keeping that money or investing that money and growing the money, like something like this. Okay. And by you writing out and acknowledging the patterns of when opportunities and windfalls come into your life will help you to heal it and to not repeat that cycle, right? So there you go. As I hear the train again. Something about February, time to get out of a situation. Okay, so what I'm hearing is, what was February like for you? Where did you find peace, and what didn't bring you peace of this year, 2025? And that is going to give you a clue into the situation you need to get out of, okay? And marriage came up. And that's definitely coming from Archangel Raphael too, just because of the way of it came up like that. And what's coming through is, I'm getting to a couple things that want to speak for this. Something about, yeah, all right. I'm getting rainbow. The difficult part of the situation is over. This is still talking about this. Cat, two-faced friend, dealings or relationship with a woman, two-faced friend. That's how I saw it come out. Okay, that's how it wanted to be heard. Flowers, happiness. Okay, so pay attention to these, the light code activation cards, because that is where you're gonna find your happiness when you're paying really close attention to that. Healing light code coming through is 66. If you had to attune your energy to any number for the month of May, that would align you and balance you, that would just put you in alignment with the energies for month of May, it would be 66. Okay, yep. Successful outcome. It's the key to your problems, aligning to that energy. All right. And somebody's like, well, how do I align to that energy? Intend on it, aligning to tuning to the energy and the healing, the power of number 66, but also writing it down, 66 like that, down one sheet of paper. You can do this once a week. You can do it once a day. You can do it on a sticky note once a day, and you can see how the energy changes. Like, you can journal and you can say, this is how I feel, and this is what's going on in my life. And then a week later, after doing it on a sticky note for 7 days, writing the number 66, then you say, okay, this is how I feel now, and this is the changes that happened in my life. And therefore you can see how that number has influenced your life in a positive way, right? And so, yes, you also can just encode your energy with the number 66, in meditation. Encode your Merkaba. You're bringing that number into your chakras and into body parts that are having ailments, that kind of thing, into your heart. You can also listen to frequencies that have like 6 in it, okay, like 66 or 396, this kind of thing. You also can attune or study the energies of 6, okay, and really become one with that just by doing the study of the number 66 and the number 6, the number 12, the number 1, and the number 2, and the number 3. All right, because 66 equals 12. Even though it's master number, we still broke it down, and that 12 is also Pisces energy, water energy, and we're going to come into that 3, which is Empress energy. Okay, so attuning to Empress energy and the energy of the lovers, the energy of the hangman in the major arcana is also going to help you, support you through May of 2025. Okay, yeah, that's the big one there. There's other ways too. You can program your water manifestation with the number 66. You can do art with the number 66. You will be shown the way, candle, okay? So they will let you know. And bread, a period of prosperity and abundance. Boom. All right, and it's protected. Love it. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. We did. Dog, close up pleasure with a close friend in May. Look, May came through. The mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. You'll be receiving a diamond. You'll be receiving a precious gift. So this mule energy, I just feel like with this mule energy, whoever is stubborn and doesn't want to change, they are trying to chain you. So it's somebody who's trying to control you. That's how you know who that is. And it's kind of like this energy of stop trying to change people. They can only change themselves, and it's time to walk away from that, whatever that is. And the finger, warning now of a problem either now or in the future. So there was a lot of different warnings in this reading, and we told you how to circumvent that. Okay, and so I do recommend watching this reading at least once every week in May to remind you of things, and then also for you to chime in on things or whatever. And with that, I just got something, June. I just got something that might mean something for you. Yeah, things are coming in. Things will not always be this way. Change is coming. All right, that's for somebody. And it says great happiness. Okay, so in June, because remember, the end of May is going to be foreshadowing these energies in June, and in June you're going to be fully in this energy of emotional fulfillment. Okay, with this 10 of Cups. Okay, but yeah, what I was saying is I think what I'm going to do is earmark tag. I will do the beginning of the weeks for you guys, and I'll put the dates in there. I think we'll do that, and then that way it'll make it easier for you guys to come back and like specifically get the information for that week, so that way you kind of can foreshadow of what's coming up and take notes where you feel intuitive, like callings. And when your energy gets lit up by something that I said, then you know that that is for you, because again, this is a general reading, right? Yeah, and so that's also an indicator for how you know that is definitely for you, if you really lit up, especially if any of you guys light up in blue, or if your crown starts to light up, or if your heart lights up, like any of that kind of stuff, or if you just feel really grounded and calm, then you definitely know that that is like, yes, it's like, yep, I'm resonating with that type of energy. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. I thank you guys for supporting my channel by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. I love reading your comments just to let me know, one, that you're jiving with the reading, and also two, I love hearing your confirmations and things like that, if you feel like sharing, of course, and that kind of a thing. So I love you so very much, and we will see you in the shorts. Bye. Namaste.